Costco's gasoline costs about 3 cents a gallon more for engine protection a $1,000 repair bill can't buy back. The pump right beside it charges almost the same price and skips that protection completely. Same base fuel, often the same refinery. For stations pulling from the same terminal, the detergent package is usually the difference that actually reaches your engine. We're ranking 6 gasoline brands that aren't on the top tier list right now, and 3 you can actually trust, including one name that might surprise you. Number 6. Sam's Club and Murphy USA. Neither is top tier certified. Neither ever was. Different logos, same play. Sam's Club sits next to a warehouse you already trust, so you assume the gas earns that trust too. Murphy USA runs the same instance from a kiosk at the edge of the Walmart lot. Both compete on price, 10 to 20 cents under the neighborhood average, and that gap has to come from somewhere. The base fuel often comes from the same major refiners that supply premium brands, but neither brand is certified to the higher top-tier detergent standard, the contractual guarantee that Costco pays for. And they don't. It's a few cents saved today against a repair bill you won't see for years. Costco sits right next to one of these and still pays for the good stuff. Sam's decided not to. The next 2 brands treat your gasoline as an afterthought to a completely different business. Number 5. Pilot Flying J. Pilot Flying J does not participate in the top-tier program for its gasoline. Picture the last big truck stop off the interstate. 40 diesel lanes. A restaurant, showers, a store the size of a supermarket. Now find the regular gas pumps off to the side, almost an afterthought. That layout tells you exactly where the priority sits. Truck stop operators typically pull the overwhelming majority of their fuel revenue from diesel sold to commercial trucks. Gasoline for passenger cars is a side business, and a side business gets the minimum attention the law allows. For a trucker, none of this matters. Different fuel entirely. For you, pulling off for a splash and dash, it means the least protected fuel of the whole tank goes into a car you're asking to drive another 400 miles. Once is nothing. A habit of it adds up. Before we go on, one thing about this channel, no brand deals. No fuel company has ever paid for a word here. I just read the public list and will tell you what's on it. If that's useful, subscribe. It genuinely helps. Quick gut check before we keep going. Look for the top-tier decal on the actual pump, not just the sign out front. If it's not there, the brand isn't licensed. No matter how big the logo is, and no matter what the brand was before it dropped off the list. Number 4. Love. Love's gasoline is not on the top-tier list. Same highway, different sign. Diesel is the business. Gasoline is the garnish. When 80 to 90% of fuel income comes off the diesel island, nobody's fighting to pay licensing fees for premium detergent in the gasoline a few minivans buy on the way to grandma's. A massive, bright, busy national chain feels like a safe bet, but volume at the diesel pump tells you nothing about the additives sitting in the regular unleaded. The size is real. The gasoline car is not. It's easy to assume the two are connected, that a company running that many locations must have every detail dialed in. But scale solves the problems that make a company money. Gasoline for passenger cars isn't one of them here. Now, the most common mistake of all, the one hiding behind the lowest number on the whole street. Number 3. The unbranded independent. No famous logo, or one you've never seen anywhere else, and a price that's always a little too good. No corporate name to protect. No standard to answer to. For a lot of drivers, that low number is the only spec that matters, and that's the trap. Gasoline is a commodity. The base fuel in a regional terminal is the same for everyone. What separates a premium brand from a no-name is the additive blended in after the fuel leaves the tank. Branded top-tier stations are contractually locked into a high detergent recipe at every location. An independent buys whatever surplus fuel and whatever additive deal is cheapest that week. One tank might be perfectly fine. The next, from a different cheap batch, might sit right at the bare federal floor. You're rolling dice you didn't know you were rolling. The next one stings a little more than the others. Number 2, Circle K. Circle K is not top-tier certified today. You won't find the decal on the pump, and you won't find the brand on the current list, no matter how many locations it runs or how familiar the sign feels on a road trip. A brand this size isn't skipping the standard by accident. Somewhere on a spreadsheet, the additive premium got weighed against the price point, and the price point won. The stores didn't get smaller. The signage didn't change. What changed is what's actually coming out of the nozzle. Number 1, Speedway. Speedway has never carried top-tier certification, and it's now part of the same corporate family as 7-Eleven, one of the largest convenience store operators in the country. Scale is the whole strategy. Thousands of locations, aggressive pricing, and a fuel program that isn't built around paying for the higher detergent standard the way top-tier requires. Drivers running modern direct injection engines are exactly the ones who notice it first, since those engines are the most sensitive to weak detergent packages. It's not a scandal. It's a spreadsheet decision made at a level that never has to look at your fuel injectors. Now, 3 brands you can actually trust, including one you were probably bracing to see on the avoid list. Trust. Pick one. Costco. Costco is the clean example. Same warehouse club model as Sam's, same aggressive pricing. It certifies every gallon anyway. That alone proves the cheap fuel excuse is a choice, not a law of physics. Costco decided to pay for the additive. Sam's decided not to. The recipe runs 2 to 3 times the federal minimum on regular, mid, and premium alike. You're not buying a magic potion. You're buying consistency. The same protective dose every fill, every city, no dice rolling. Trust. Pick 2, BP, Amoco, and Arco. Here's where I have to be straight with you. The lazy version of this video puts these 3 on the avoid list and counts on you not checking. BP, Amoco, and Arco all left the top-tier program back in late 2021, and for a stretch, the criticism was fair. I pulled the official list the day I wrote this. All 3 are on it right now. BP's return got confirmed in early 2026. This channel follows the list, not old headlines. When a brand requalifies, it goes in the trust column, full stop. Check the pump for the top-tier logo before a long trip. The standard protects you. Not my opinion of a logo and not some video from 3 years ago that never got updated. Trust. Pick 3. Quick Trip. No redemption arc here. No warehouse club angle. Quick Trip has just quietly stayed top-tier certified at every location the whole time without making it the center of the marketing. It's the least dramatic name on this list. And that's exactly the point. The drivers who understand fuel don't chase a badge or wait for a brand to earn back their trust. They just keep filling up at the same certified pump, check the list once in a while, and never think about it again. Your engine doesn't know what logo was on the sign. It only knows what went into the tank.